Shalom, welcome to ShalomAdventure.com for our Shalom Adventure. Shalom, welcome to Shalom Adventure for our Shalom Adventure Hebrew lesson, lesson number 16. Our review, got this down pat by now, right? Okay, so let's but the review will be really helpful later on, okay? So might get boring, but we're learning every time. Ayin, Aleph, Vet, Bet, Dalet, Resh, Nun, final Nun, Gimel, Hey, Yud, Lamed, Sin, Shin, Kuf, Vav, Mem, final Mem, Zion, Tzadi, final Tzadi, Tav. Now we just learned the Pei, right? The profile with the P thrown at him. The Fei, the face without the eye. And the final Fei. The Samek, circular. You see the close similarity to the final Mem. Again, the final Mem more square, where this one is circular. And the Tet, also similar to the Mem, but with the tear on top. And so here in lesson 16, now this is our last lesson where we're going to learn our last letters. And then next lesson, we'll review all the letters, and then we'll review our vocabulary. Okay, so let's read these together. A, B, V, Ge, De, Ho, O, V, U, Yo, To, Tu, Pi, Fe, F, Se, Tso, Ts. All right, so let's learn a new letter. The Chet looks very similar to the Hey, but the Hey had a hole right up there, or the Hey had a half line on this side, where the Chet, maybe think of a chuppah, right? Chuppah, the top of the chuppah, and the sides of the chuppah, if that helps you, because that's where that sound comes from, from like the chuppah, has a Chet. And so that's kind of what it looks like. It also looks similar to the Tet, or the Tav rather, but the Tav had the toe, right? So similar, but different. Now you got to find those differences so you can tell the difference. Okay, now the Chaf makes the same sound as the Chet. This is the only sound that we have in Hebrew that we don't have in English. It's the ch sound. Like I said, like in chuppah, right? So the chuppah sound, the ch sound. Well, we use some words in English. They're really not English words, but like Bach, right? John Sebastian Bach, German. So it's that German guttural. His last name has that sound, Bach, right? We don't say John Sebastian Bach. Right, Bach, right, and so or the Loch Ness Monster, right, whatever from the Loch Lake or whatever that is, but it's got that same sound, the ch sound, and so the chet. Sometimes you'll see it spelt if you're transliterating with a ch, like Chanukah, right? Chanukah is technically pronounced Chanukah, not Hanukkah. It's not an h sound; it's really the ch sound. And that's why sometimes you'll see it spelt and transliterated into English with a ch to try and remind you that it's the Chanukah. Right? All right, then you got the Chaf, also making the ch, or I think even more closely, a kh or ch sound, the ch sound. And this looks very similar to the Vet, but the Vet had an extended base like the Bet. This one doesn't. This one's more like a catcher's mitt. All right, so if you can picture that, right? There's the catcher catching the ball. But he dropped the ball. There's no ball inside. And so when he dropped the ball, he went, ach. Okay? Does that help you? Ch, ach. There's another place we have it in English. Ach. Okay? So it's the ch sound. And there's the final cuff with, again, the bottom twisted down, giving us our final form of it, coming down below the line. And so those make the ch sound. Let's practice that. Ch, 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 ch. Don't spit on the person next to you. Okay? Ch. All right, very good. Ch. All right, that's the sound. And then we have the kaf, and the kaf also looks like the chaf, but he caught the ball. It's the catcher mitt again, and he caught the ball, and so he's happy he didn't go ach. He caught the ball, making the k sound, the C sound, the hard C sound, the K C sound, right? The kaf, and so that's what the kaf looks like. It looks like the chaf. It has caught the ball. Okay, that's all of our Hebrew lessons. We've learned them all. Okay, so let's read together. Our chet, we got two of them here. We've got our chet and we have our kaf in this word. Ready? So ha nu ka. Ha nu ka. Hanukkah. And here you can see how close it looks like the hay, but again, the hay has a hole here or a half line, however you want to remember that. That's the only difference between these two. The chet and the hay, and also the difference, they make different sounds. The chet makes the ch sound, and the hay makes the h sound, the h sound. Hanukkah, like the holiday, okay? Hanukkah, which means dedication. Okay, we've got our chet again, and there's the hay again. So the chet, making the ch sound, the ah, the lamed, the ah, and the hay. Chala, 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 chala. Like the bread we eat, right? Challah bread that we eat on Shabbat, on Friday night, the challah bread. And we've got our samek, the S sound. We've got the kaf, right? So it makes the k sound. We've got our u, samech, u, kaf, the ah, and the hay. Sukkah, 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 sukkah. Right, on Sukkot, right, the holiday of Sukkot, we build a sukkah. Well, that's the word for sukkah, sukkah. Very good, tremendous. Okay. We've got... Okay, sorry I messed up in spelling this here. This should have a ball inside it. It should be a bet, not a vet. All right, so let's picture that as a bet with the silent, the resh, the ah, the chaf, the ch sound, the ah, and the hay. Baracha, baracha. Baracha, bracha, the blessing. We say the bracha on someone, right? We pronounce the bracha, the blessing upon someone. And then we got our bet, our ah, our resh, our u, and our final chaf. So it makes the ch sound, okay? Baruch, baruch, baruch. Baruch, two-syllable word there. Baruch, Baruch. All right, like Baruch, Baruch atah Adonai, right? Blessed are thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe. All right, so very similar root, similar sounds. Those are similar words. Say the blessing of someone, and we say, blessed are you. You are blessed, right? Blessed are you. Baruch. Very good. That's our round Baruch, the ch sound. Right? Okay, thank you for joining us for lesson number 16 at shalomadventure.com for our Shalom Adventure Hebrew lessons.